on Ode to the West Wind by P.B. Shelly. Myself, Akshay Isaac. Here you're going to hear a short live lecture note on the poem Ode to the West Wind, written by the 19th century English poet P.B. Shelley, more clearly Percy Bysshe Shelley. Ode to the West Wind as a visionary poem. The poem Ode to the West Wind by Shelley is a visionary poem. The heroic visionary role of the poet, role of nature, and relation between man and nature are the important themes of this poem. In Ode to the West Wind, the role of the poet is not of an entertainer or even a perceptive moralist, but of a tragic, grand, prophetic hero. The relation of the past with the relation of the poet's past, the poet's present, and the poet's future with the readers can be compared with Prometheus, the character who stole the divine fire from God and gave it to humans, and Jesus Christ. Shelley's visionary role in this poem isolates him from other men and makes him special, as it is often misunderstood by critics because it is often persecuted by a tyrannical government, religion, or middle class values. In the end of the poem, however, the poet triumphs because his art is immortal. Immortal means his art is having an eternal life. It will not end in its value. Even the random readers can understand the vision Shelley has about human life. Through this poem, the poet conveys the transience of life. That means it passes from one person to the other. The message passes from one person to other, from one community to other, from one state to other, from one country to another. Shelley makes use of some imageries to reflect these ideas. In the first stanza of the poem, through the lines, "O wild west wind, thou breath of autumn's being, though from his unseen presence the leaves dead are driven like ghosts from an enchanter fleeing. The west wind is personified as a strong man from whose unseen presence, from whose breath, the leaves that were dead are taken up and lifted like ghosts flying from an enchanter, from a place of burial, from tomb." The change of the state of dead to risen, the change of the state of leaves from dead to risen. Through the lines, the leaves that are driven proves the transience of life, the change of life. The way a 14-year-old thinks when he sees rain or his favorite food will be different from a 27-year-old person who is having the same food as his favorite food. Like that, the poem reflects the transitions of life through the lines. The leaves that are driven. The entire stanza reflects the transitions of life. Among those, the most prominent line that reflects the transitions of life is the leaves that are driven like ghosts from an enchanter fleeing. Many of you have watched horror movies. In those movies, you can see ghosts rising up from tombs. Like that, the poet is telling, when the season is changing, the leaves dead are driven, are rising like ghosts flying from an enchanter. In the last line of second stanza of the poem, where the leaves lie cold and low, we can see a change of mood of the poem from happiness to sadness. So earlier we were getting the hope of leaves that rising up from enchanter like ghosts fleeing, but towards the last line of second stanza of the poem, the readers are getting a sad or sorrowful feel, where the leaves lie cold and low. This shows Shelley's vision of human life that changes from happiness to sadness, from joys to sorrows, ups and downs of life, success and failure in life. Change from life to death, and from death to resurrection. There comes back a hope of resurrection, and at the same time, to those who are not righteous or the wicked, eternal destruction. Thank you all.